After being sick in bed for a week, I gathered up my strength to give the people a video. Because I am a river unto the people. And yet, the people are a bunch of fucking brain-dead twats who showered me with thumbs down. All because I banned some retard named Mr. Psygo. After all I've given you, YouTube, this is how you fucking reward me? This is how you repay me after a decade of my sweat and my blood and my tears? You dare click that thumbs down button? You wretched, vile, loathsome, scumfuck shitbags! It's all over! It's all over!
Good morning, easily offended millennials. I hope you like my new background.
I'm trying to do a fucking dramatic goddamn moment here. I was about to win a fucking Academy Award. I don't know who the fuck you are, but you need to get the fuck lost. Doing something. Alright, where was I? Okay, I'm gonna mess my hair back up, okay. Ooh. It's all over! I'm finished! I'm sunk!
I call this, my city is experiencing historic flooding, and all of my valuables are on my bed in case my house floods, so I make do with what I can.
Okay, you've officially annoyed me. Who the fuck are you? Milo Stewart, 8,000 subscribers. I'm Milo, he or they pronouns. I'm a non-binary, trans, asexual, aromantic, Q***ear who doesn't care about your cisgender feelings. And this is the video you've made. All cis people are transphobic, and you're probably racist too. Wait a minute. Maybe I can use the people's natural hatred of you to take the heat off myself! It's brilliant! Brilliant! Thank you, Milo. Think you just saved TJ. Yes, you did. Because after I tear you apart, these brainless fucking insects in my audience, these sharp, perceptive people in my audience will see how great I am once again. Ah, it's perfect. All right, Milo. Let's play. Let's start with your ludicrous channel description. I'm Milo, he or they pronouns. I'm a non-binary, trans, asexual, aromantic, Q***ear who doesn't care about your cisgender feelings. Translation. I'm Milo, and here's a bunch of stupid fucking words that describe how special I am and all of my feelings. But guess what, 99.7% of the population that's not transgender? I don't care about your feelings at all, yet I expect you to care about mine. Isn't that great? I mean, Milo, that's kind of like expecting everyone to love you, even though you're a misanthrope that hates everyone. Actually, that's fine. That's fine. Never mind. Let's not go down this road.
Good morning, easily offended millennials. I hope you like my new background. I call this, my city is experiencing historic flooding, and all of my valuables are on my bed in case my house floods, so I make do with what I can.
Flooding, huh? I think God is smiting you for being Q***ear. God finds your use of the asterisks to be fucking profane and has selected you for destruction. It's been 4 days since Milo posted this video, so we can assume that in the meantime, the flood has come and he is dead. Got washed away into the asterisk --n. Yeah. Whee!
Cute and canny, more than just one out of many.
Your intro is like a micro penis covered in spikes. Short, but painful. Snip, snoop, it's maloop. The fuck? How about snip, sneenus, I wish I had a penis? Probably more accurate, but hey, don't feel bad. I barely have a penis either.
This video is going to include discussions about racism, and because I am white, none of these thoughts about racism in this video are my original thought. I accredit to most of the ideas that I have picked up from these two videos created by two very lovely black YouTubers. So go and check them out, please, because they're lovely and awesome, and like, why not?
Actually, those aren't two lovely black YouTubers. Those are two incredibly racist, bigoted piles of shit who deserve to have flaming pine cones shoved up their asses and lodged down their throats at the same time. But, you know, close.
All white people are racist, all men are misogynistic, all cisgender people are transphobic, all members of a majority are biased against the members of the minority or oppressed group.
Whee! Declarative statements are fun! And you can just make as many as you want with nothing to back them up whatsoever. Yeah, the minority is always oppressed by the majority. Just like the 0.1% richest people are all oppressed by the 99% poorest people. That's how that works, right? Oh, yeah! Or how the minority of people in management positions are always lorded over by the regular associates and customer service representatives. Or how the elite minority of professional athletes are always treated shittily by fat, frumpy fucks like me and oppressed in society. You know? It always holds up in every situation and scenario. Isn't that amazing? You're a moron.
In fact, most people are racist, misogynistic, transphobic, ableist, etc. I am racist, classist, ableist, and I probably contribute to many other systems of marginalization that I am not aware of.
Well then fuck you! What am I doing sitting here listening to a racist?
Words like racist, misogynistic, and transphobic are not insults, nor are they stereotypes or generalizations. Rather, they are facts about the way we are socialized in a Western society.
You got that, guys? When someone says something like,
all white people are racist, all men are misogynistic, all cisgender people are transphobic,
those aren't generalizations. Those are just facts about how we're all raised up here in this evil Western society. Ooh, Western society, so evil, so oppressive. Let's say that you're a cisgendered, heterosexual white male or some equally disgusting thing like a termite or something. Oh, you might think to yourself, I'm not racist. I treat all people as if they deserve the same rights and same human dignity. Yeah, we've heard that lie before, racist. As far as we're concerned, you might as well be the Klansman burning the cross and lynching the black people. Hell, the Klansman is better than you because at least he has the decency to cover up his white face.
Rather, they are facts about the way we are socialized in a Western society, and in most other societies. I talk mostly about Western societies because that is what I have the most experience with.
Yeah, well, maybe you should visit those other societies just so you have a better basis of understanding. In Western culture, here's how the conversation goes. Hey guys, I may appear female, but I am in fact a non-binary trans person who prefers male pronouns. Some of us do not agree. I am oppressed! Ah! Meanwhile, in Middle Eastern society, hey guys, I may appear female, but I am in fact a non-binary trans person who prefers male pronouns. Behead the infidel! But first, let us rape her to remind her that she is female! African society. Hey guys, I may appear female, but I am in fact a non-binary trans person who prefers male pronouns. She is a witch! She eats the poo-poo! Let's chop her up into pieces, then burn the pieces!
Saying that we're all raised to believe that gender is defined by anatomy and chromosomes is not a stereotype. It's a fact about how we are raised. Even if you have liberal parents or teachers who teach you about gender identity, you still come into contact with the idea of biological gender through the media or through interactions with other people.
Okay, well, only 0.3% of the population are transgender. I don't think it makes sense to say, in light of this 0.3% divergence from the norm, we must treat gender as though it were nothing more than a fanciful notion that entered some guy's head 1,000 years ago. Look, society should be aware of transgender people, of course it should. Society should do its best to accommodate transgender people, all right? Of course. And certainly no one should be looked down upon for being transgender, and there are bigots out there, for sure, yes. But this doesn't require we start acting as if gender isn't a thing. If you have a baby and that baby has a penis, there's a 99.7% chance that baby will be perfectly fucking comfortable identifying as male, as a man, as a boy, in using he and him for the fucking pronouns. It'll be fine 99.7% of the time. So why should we fucking act like, oh, well, you know, the baby has a penis, but it hasn't chosen its fucking gender yet? We don't need to do that. It's unnecessary. It's stupid.
Even if you are raised by open-minded people, you will still be psychologically affected by living in a society built on imperialism, which, by the way, created cisnormativity and heteronormativity.
Then why have these been the norm in every human culture that we've ever heard about? Hell, why is this the norm in animal cultures? A male lion is different than a female lion. Not only physically, but in their roles. You know, a male gorilla is different than a female gorilla, not just in terms of their physicality, but in terms of their roles in gorilla society. And you can go all the way down the evolutionary line to most species that sexually reproduce, and you're going to find that there are delineated roles for the genders. So it's not some human construct. It's not, ooh, imperialism. We conquered this country and now we're going to enforce these rigid gender roles. I mean, look, we're human beings. We have the ability to look past our own nature. We use it tragically not very often, but we have that ability. So, yeah, we can fight against gender roles. We could take a look at them and say, all right, I understand that naturally we're this way, but intellectually it would make more sense for us to be this way, so let's try to pull that off. That makes sense. But to say that this is all an illusion, that mankind made it up, just false, just wrong.
A 2012 study, which I will link below, observed how white people empathize with black people less than we do with other white people, because our minds register their pain as being less severe than it actually is.
You know, empathy is the ability to relate to the feelings of someone else. And this happens more easily when we think the person that we're observing is like us. Okay? That's why in your description you say, I'm Milo, he or they pronouns, I'm a non-binary, trans, asexual, aromantic, Q asterisk ear who doesn't care about your cisgender feelings. Well, you know the reason you don't care about those cisgender feelings is because you lack empathy towards cisgender people because you're transgender and you're not able to look past that identity to respect someone else's fucking identity. And that's quite sad and that's quite bigoted. And what's even sadder is that you don't seem to recognize it. You can totally justify it with your own bullshit internal logic of, well, I'm an oppressed class, therefore it's okay for me to be an asshole. Well, it's not okay with me, motherfucker. You seem to think that there's one set of feelings associated with trans people and another set of feelings associated with cisgender people. Like, oh, if you're cisgender, you don't really feel things like love or fear or hate or compassion. Those feelings only belong to people like me, to the transgender people. You're wrong, they don't. Human feelings are universal.
If you followed me this far, and you agree that all people are psychologically affected by marginalization, but you disagree with calling these biases racism or transphobia or misogyny, then there's really no point in arguing further.
I mean, to be honest, you're right. There is no point in going any further because the rest of your video, you just kind of backpedal by diluting the definitions of words like racism or homophobia or transphobia. And I honestly believe that you do mean well, but this video is incredibly misguided and seems to suggest that the best way to deal with issues like racism is to act as if everyone is racist. Well, forgive me, but that's not the best way to deal with it because here's the problem. If you say, hey, the person who thinks that the races are equal and thinks everyone's entitled to the same rights and the same dignity and all that shit, that person is every bit as racist as the guy who's sitting there screaming, fuck niggers! And that's just stupid. That's just fucking flat out on the surface wrong. Alright, so that's it. Do you motherfuckers like me again yet or fucking what? No? Alright, well, fuck it. I'm banning all of you, you stupid pricks. Fuck you, I'm the amazing atheist. I'm better than you.